That's a solar panel up there. I'm working on the van today, Saturday. Whoopsie, pulling the solar panel off. Don't want to do that. Anyhow, I got this sucker, and that's the Bluetti. It is it's at 100% right now, so it's no longer charging. I got it here. I charged it on the cigarette lighter, and I was getting like 106 watts. And then when I plugged it in here, I got like 95, 98 watts with the solar panel, which is all pretty good. At home in the electrical socket, it was only 85. That was weird. Anyhow, working on this cabinet today, and really, I got a lot done that I wanted to get done. I got the cigarette lighter mounted in here, and then I've got these sliding doors, so I could feed in here now. And then there's one up here. These are screwed from the back. They shouldn't pull off. These are just notes. It's old scrap stuff. Not indicative of my best work, right? It's just, you know, get it done. I'll tuck that wire. But I should feed into here, no problem. You can see what's going on in here. I did get a block up there, so that's nice and secure. This thing's rock solid. And you can see what's going on here. So this stop for the sliding door is also a shelf holder. And so there's going to be a shelf that sits above the wheel well. I'd like to put that all the way across here. And then this is a stop for a 3/4 inch piece of plywood that'll sit in. It'll be flush with this and shoot straight across. And the idea here is that I just sat on a can of WD-40. So the idea here is that I'll have this space from here to here. It's like 1 3/4 inches, something like that. And that's enough to put certain things, you know, not going to mention, but you know what I'm saying. Across here, the bed will sit across here, and so you won't really be able to access this unless you were to take the bed apart. Of course, I will be able to, but it'll look that way. And, you know, there'll be a way to pop this up here. But again, there's going to be some cabinets that kind of sit on top of here that'll cantilever past this. Remember, I'm keeping this big area in the center so I can still get material and whatnot in here. So if I do a cabinet above this that cantilevers over, that's okay. That's kind of the idea. There's going to be a closet space here that's going to house the collapsible toilet right behind the seat here. And the solar panels that will go in this cabinet here. And yeah, so anyhow, it's coming together. I just thought you'd get a kick out of this sliding door. Remember what I said about the trays. So all the stuff that is in these trays here goes back in the cabinet. And I set this up. That just takes about 4 minutes or less. Got the carpeting in here. And yeah, so I want to get this dialed in here pretty quick. And you'll see now, I didn't insulate this wall yet. I will put some insulation back there, and then a thin panel that's going to come down and rest on top of this. Everything will work out, don't worry. And when people say that you shouldn't use 3/4 inch plywood because it makes things heavy, let me just tell you something, all right, about this. You know, I've only been doing this stuff for, you know, over 30 years, so I don't know everything. What I see, the biggest mistake I see with van building is people using home construction lumber as framing and then skinning it with 3/4 inch plywood. That's ridiculous, and you're losing a lot of storage space that way. You see what I'm doing in here? I'm going right to the skin of the vehicle. I'm being very thin about things. But that 3/4 inch plywood's real strong. But there's no framing. Everything is built within that 3/4 inch plywood. You know, I added a rail there that's going to support a lid, but there's no framing to this. This is enough. This is super strong stuff. It's not going to come apart. It's not going to fall apart. People overbuild these things. So you really don't need framing if you know what you're doing. If you're going to use thinner material, then some framing makes sense, but just be smart about it. I see a lot of people put framing on their walls to flatten the wall and then insulate it and skin it, and they're losing a tremendous amount of space inside the van that way. I get it. You know, people are working to their level, their skill level. Think it out. The whole reason I share all the stuff that I share is just to give you an idea of like, hey, this guy did it, maybe I could do it. If you don't think you could do it, talk to somebody who can and show them this stuff, because, you know, any guy that has a shop and can figure this, they'll get good ideas for what I'm doing and probably do even better than I'm doing. But it's coming. It's coming along. It's getting there pretty soon. Hope you dig it. Have a good day. Bye.